What's up guys, in this video we are going to cover how to double your e-commerce marketing ROI with this free software, and this software will help you improve your Facebook ads, your landing pages and your email marketing. And before I show you this exact software that can help you with improving this, we have to cover some concept first so that you understand why this software is so powerful and important for your marketing. So let's cover why your prospects skip your ads when they're scrolling the Facebook and Instagram or TikTok or whatever channel you are using. When your prospects are scrolling through social media, in 99% of the time they're doing it to enter out, to find something interesting or funny. Their brain is off, so they're in the bed, they're waiting for the bus and stuff like that. And for that reason, every time you try to sell them something with your ad, you need to adapt your messaging to their current situation, to their current moods. So they're venturing out and they see your ad, and your ad has to match their current mood because they're in that state of mind. You don't want your message to be hard to consume. You don't want them to need to turn on their brain to understand your ad because they won't do it. If your ad is hard to consume, they will skip it and find something easier to do. The thing is that there's like a million of other easier options online that they can do. And we as people always tend to do what's easier for us, so they can switch to YouTube, they can switch to another reel, they can start looking for stories and all these things. And nobody is in a hurry to buy your product when you're advertising on Facebook. So if you were advertising on Google, it would be like a completely different case, because on Google people are actively searching for the solution, and that's a completely different scenario. But when you're advertising on Facebook, people are just like scrolling and you have to interrupt them. You have to interrupt their scrolling pattern and to persuade them to buy your product. And for these reasons, because you want to adapt your messaging to their mood, you need to make your ads easy to consume, because everything on social media is easy to consume. The organic content they're looking for, professional creators are making their content easy to consume, stories that they watch. And for that reason, your ad also has to be easy to consume. So you have to treat your prospects like fourth graders, which is this part of this section. So you need to craft your ads so that the fourth grader will understand them, which will make it easy for everyone to understand it. If it's easy to consume and understand, more people that you target will understand what are you talking about, because you're not using some of the complex words that the bigger part of the population don't understand, and more people will be willing to consume your ad because it's an easy thing to do, right? And this video will help you about that. I will show you how you can make your ads easy to understand, your landing page easy to understand, and your emails easy to understand. And if you apply this thing across all your channels, you will significantly increase your revenue, because more people will understand you and therefore more people will buy from you. So how to make your ads and messages and emails easy to consume and understand. So this brings us to this tool that I was talking about. It's called the Hemingway app, and it's one of my favorite marketing tools, and it's also free. I'm going to open that tool in a few moments, but before I open it, whenever you are writing an ad script or a landing page copy or an email, this is the tool that you should use. You should write your copy in there because it helps you determine your readability level. Readability level is basically how hard to read your text is. The lower readability level, the easier to read your text is, and which is a good thing. So now we're going to try that tool so you can see how it works and how it can help you. So let's say you're writing an ad for the kitchen blender, right? And you have these two messages. The first one is this one. I'm just going to copy that one and paste it into the Hemingway app. As you can see, this is the Hemingway app. On the right side, you have the readability level. Right now it's 0 because there's no text. It will highlight sentences that are very hard to read, what are the sentences that are hard to read, and all these things. So I'm just going to paste the message that I have copied from my Gamma doc. So let's do it. After I have pasted my text here, you can see on the right side, it determines the readability level. And in this case, we have the grade 14, which is extremely hard to read. And if your text, whether it's an ad or landing page or email, has a grade level of 14, that's hurting your ROAS, your conversion rate, and your emails are not effective as they could be. So you can also click on show more stats, and it will give you like some stats, how many letters, characters, words, and all these things. Here you can see it has highlighted all these words and sentences that are super hard to read, like this one. You can see what are the parts of the text that you can improve to make the readability level lower and therefore make your content easy to consume and easy to understand. Now let's take the same exact angle for this ad for the kitchen blender, but written in the easy to read format. So I'm just going to copy this one and paste it into the Hemingway app. And you see it's exactly same message, it talks about the same benefit and it talks about the same features, but the readability level is 4th grade. And for that reason, if you've put these two messages one against other in the A/B test, the easy to read version, which is this one, would beat the hard version every time. And this is especially true if you're selling on social media. So for that reason, you need to improve your current messages. And if you do that, you will significantly increase returns just by doing these things. So take your ads, your landing pages, your emails, the copy of them, the script of them, and put them into this tool and find what are the things where you can improve, what are the words that you can change, what are the sentences that you can break into a few sentences, how you can break your paragraphs so that your readability level is lower, and try to aim for the 5th grade or below, and you will increase your ROAS and your returns and effectiveness of your messages significantly just by doing this thing. You can either rewrite it yourself, which I advise you to do, or you can do it with the ChatGPT. But the problem with the ChatGPT is that it often creates texts that are hard to read and uses complex words, because sometimes when you give a ChatGPT something to write, it tries to appear smart. It uses all these complex words that a big percentage of the population don't understand at all. And for that reason, if you're writing your text with the ChatGPT, there's a very good chance that you will get a high readability level and that your copy is just not as effective as it could be. So if you want to rewrite it with the ChatGPT, make sure that in the prompts you ask ChatGPT to make this text easy to read, to have a readability level of the 5th grade or below, and after a few iterations you can make it work. So the conclusion of this video is that you need to make your messages, your ads, your landing pages and your emails easy to read, because nobody will put in the mental effort to understand complicated messages. People just don't care, and especially if they're on social media, as I mentioned, they're just there to venture out, they're just there to find some funny posts to share with their friends, to chat and all these things. And if you want to sell them something, you need to blend in into their current mood and make your messages easy to consume and easy to understand. You will drastically increase your revenue because more people will want to engage with your messages and understand what you are saying. So you can also subscribe to my newsletter at the bottom to get the free trainings that will also help you with increasing the revenue. And if you like this video, like and subscribe and watch the next video that I will have on this end screen.